It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Washington Redskins. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now Haskins on first down. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it's going to be second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Third down, here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and 12 at the 28-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
In your face.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
I think they got to make some decisions here. That's the second fumble here in the first quarter. And what I mean by that is, do you have the confidence to stay with him? Or are you going to have to make a change and maybe go to someone else?
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
On second down now. It's Peterson, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to face a third down. Haskins will throw to Thompson on the screen. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 26, check 26.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
All day, every day.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 56 to Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. flushed out right. Snead's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw, eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Check out, hot, hot.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Buying time to his left. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Jackson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Being chased out left. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Jackson forced out to his left. He's going to Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first.
It got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Switch. Okay. He's checking. Crash. Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Whip. Watch the whip. Jet. 48 for Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Here we go. Tight end left.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And out across midfield down to the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, that's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Reuben Foster picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Now Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And the safety.